Hello everyone, my name is Clay, and welcome to another episode of Terminally Nerdy's Indie Impressions, the show where I take a look at independent, non-AAA, and niche titles, giving you my quick first impressions after at least 2 hours of playtime. Please remember to like this video if you enjoy it, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel for more weekly indie videos, as well as the occasional full game review. So, Felix the Reaper, huh? I'm going to preface this by saying, again, for those of you who are unaware, I don't like puzzle games. This was actually voted on by my patrons. Every month, my patrons get to vote between two games for me to cover for that month. And for December, which, granted, it's releasing for everybody else in January, but my patrons are getting it in December, was Felix the Reaper, which is a puzzle game. I don't like puzzle games. I'm bad at puzzle games. I'm not bad at adventure games like Puzzle Agent or King's Quest and that stuff. Logic puzzles I'm okay at, but general straight puzzle games I'm not that good at, and sure as shit, I'm not good at Felix the Reaper. I played it for 2 hours and I just kind of put it down. So, I want you to understand this because I don't like this game, but not because it's a bad game. In fact, Felix the Reaper is a fantastically created and well put together game. The mechanics make sense, visually it's a really appealing game. I actually love the character designs for the people that you're trying to kill, because Felix is a Reaper. I love Felix, I love his little dance moves, his pudginess. I really like the theme of the game. The music is nice as well in the different levels. And there is actually a light story to Felix the Reaper. The story is as follows. Felix has become a field reaper for the Department of Death. Basically, his job is to get sent to the human world and make sure that accidents happen on schedule to people. You know, and the very first level you do is a sort of medieval thing, and it's supposed to be a hunting accident. So you're supposed to make sure that this one dude dies by hunting accident. Now, the reason Felix has chosen this profession, despite the fact that he is very much a happy individual, he's not very dour, he dances everywhere, puts on headphones and goes to town shimmying his little booty, is because there's another agency, the Department of Life, that works opposite of death, and there's a girl there named Betty that Felix has a big crush on, and he wants to meet her, and he figures that if he works in the human world doing these jobs, he will eventually run into her, and then maybe he can, kind of hit it off with her. It's a love story, surrounded by killing people. In very comedic ways, I might add. These are accidents in the sense of, what the hell, there's no way any of this could happen. This is a comedy of errors sort of death. Now, the way the levels play out is you will have a general level where you're trying to set things up to kill a specific person. Like the very first one is a medieval hunting accident. That overall goal will be broken up into smaller segments, and each of those segments is a puzzle that generally devolves to move an object from point A to point B. And you do this by manipulating shadows and light. Felix, as an agent of death, cannot be in sunlight. He can only work in shadow. So you actually have to maneuver the sun in each level to change where shadows are appearing so you can create paths to move things around. And objects of different heights will create different shadows. So if you have an object that's like 2 squares or 2 blocks high, it'll create a much longer shadow than something that's much shorter. Some objects can be moved, some cannot, and your objective is to try to complete these levels as fast as humanly possible. Again, I am bad at this. The game grades you at the end of every level, giving you little skulls if you complete certain tasks, like beat it in a certain time limit, do it in a certain number of moves, do it in a certain number of steps, do it without getting caught in the sun X number of times. I have not gotten a single solitary one of those little markers. I've beaten levels, I've beaten stage 1 and most of stage 2, and yes, it took me 2 hours to beat approximately 9 levels. Because again, I'm bad at this game. The footage you're seeing is me trying to figure out one of the things in Stage 2, which was called A Streetcar Named Desire, I want to say. Basically, it's like an 80s love story. This woman's trying to get, the attention of this, famous musician or something. And as far as I can tell, you're trying to kill her. I got to the end of that one, and my brain just shut down. I was like, okay, I can't figure this out anymore. So, I do think if you're a fan of puzzle games, you should give Felix the Reaper a try. It's on Xbox Game Pass, that's how I played it, so if you have Xbox Game Pass for PC, you can play this with no cost to you. Otherwise, I forget how much it is actually. Let me go look that up real quick, because I am a pro at all of this. It's $8. Actually, I think it's on sale right now. Yeah, it's on deep sale on Steam, so it's actually normally $25. I personally don't know if it's worth $25. It's certainly not worth $25 to me. But again, I'm not a puzzle fan. There is, however, a demo on Steam. So if you're concerned about it and you want to try it, there is a demo available on Steam. Give it a shot. You might like it. Like I said, I really like the character and what's going on around the character and like the little story and all that. I just can't stand the gameplay because I'm bad. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one where I'll be playing a game that I am much better at. Hades. Hey there, I just want to say thank you for watching this video, and a special thank you to all my patrons who are listed over there on the right hand of the screen. If you want to get your name in those credits, feel free to check it out at patreon.com/terminallynerdy. And hey, be kind to each other and stay nerdy. Thanks.